Out of my way. The son of the Jarl has no time for idle conversation. If you must know, I was practicing in the yard when a guard I was sparring with fainted when I specifically told him to duck. My blade bit right into the stonework next to the keep and needed serious repairs. Thankfully, our smith Balamund works wonders. In fact, if you'd fetch my blade from him, I'd be most appreciative. Thank you. Do hurry, please. Every day, the threat of exile from Riften draws closer for myself and my family. Who knows how many spies the Empire has sent into our midst already? We're at war. This isn't the time for hospitality. Thank goodness Mother is keeping a level head about everything. If my brother Saerlund had his way... Can you believe that fool had the audacity to speak of his love for the Empire in the plaza? He expects us to drop our defenses and greet them with open arms, to dialogue with them rather than defend our homeland by spilling their blood. He's a traitor, plain and simple. Had I been sitting on the throne, he'd be hanging from the gallows for his sympathies toward the Empire. Now, if you'll excuse me.
What is lightly armored?
You need to leave.
On your feet. Smart.
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot
You need to
happier
leave.
with a belly full of meat.
Seeing as how Rift...
Buying and selling fine jewelry here. If anything pleases the eye, perfect. Melting this down will give me plenty of gold for those necklaces I started. See for yourself. Safe travels, Landstrider.
Come to see Balamund perform miracles with... Lazy good for nothing, isn't he? Sent you down here when I'm a stone's throw from the keep. Here's the sword. Tell Harald to stop slaying walls, and perhaps his blade will stay in better condition. People say I'm making gold off of other people's misery, but what else would I do? Smithing is all I know. Next time one of my shields deflects a killing blow, they'll change their tune. Smithing's been in my blood for generations. I owe my success to my forefathers and their recipe for flame. The secret is my forge. It consumes fire salts, a strange mineral that burns as hot. Well, it was. Sadly, this forge is dying, and I've used the last of my fire. You will? Thank you. 10 pinches of fire salt should give me all I need to bring this forge back to life. A flame Atronach's body might provide fire salt. They're dangerous creatures that can be summoned by wizards. Of course, it would be much easier to check with an alchemist. They occasionally have them for sale. Remember, nothing but genuine fires. What Balamund today? Repair? Purchase?
They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King. With his voice, shouted him apart.
There's an apothecary in town, but it's down on the
Clear
lower
out.
walkway, so stay sharp if you go down there.
To clear out.
Welcome to Mistvale Keep.
Trespassing here.
Layla's
Better
steward.
clear out.
Out of my way. Took your sweet time getting it to me. Here you go, for your trouble. All right then.
You gonna buy something? Or just here for training? Look, I've moved all over Skyrim selling these bits of junk, and I'm barely scraping by. I'm not out to win friends, and I could care less if you're happy about your purchase or not. I just need the coin. The sooner I get out of Skyrim, the better. Are you serious? The war is tearing the land apart. The dragons have returned seeking who knows what. Skyrim is going nowhere, fast. If I were you, I'd pack up and get out of here before you end up in one of those burial cairns. They'd stop at nothing to take your last bit of food if that's all you had. The Ratway's too good a place for that scum. There are ruined sewer tunnels beneath the city. The only way I know how to get in there is through a... If I were you, I'd keep my feet dry and stay up here. See for yourself. Just what you see here. Come back when you're ready to spend more gold. Goodness knows I could use it.
Filth. Run to the horizon before I may be Dark Elf by birth, but I was raised Argonian. Through reasons I'm still trying to discover, I ended up orphaned, then taken in by a kindly Argonian family in Black Marsh. I hope one day to find out what happened to me. How I... Just one. I know when I was found by my Argonian father, I was wrapped in a blanket bearing the symbol of House Telvanni. It was one of the great houses in Morrowind long ago. Whether that means I was one of them or not, I'm uncertain. If you come across anything in your travels that might provide me with the answers I'm looking for, I'd be grateful. Thank you.
Buy armor from Grelka.
I learned that a matron who had served for House Telvanni had escaped Morrowind during the Accession War. Records showed her buying passage aboard a sailing vessel named the Pride of Telvos, but that's where the trail ran cold. I spent years looking for what became of the ship, but I ended up empty-handed.
Tell about it.
Anything you can find would be of great help. Good luck.
be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of me.
Welcome to Mistvale Keep. I'm Jarl Layla's steward, Anuriel. Not here. Come with me. Stay close and the guards will leave you alone.
You're like me, eh? Don't fancy those clunky, two-handed weapons.
What is it? Dragons?
I suppose you're here to extort something from me? Is that it? So, you're an Imperial spy. Interesting. I have no strong love for the Stormcloaks, but I can't say I'm all that fond of the Empire either. This war of yours makes it difficult for a resourceful woman to advance her interests. Perhaps we can find a way for both of us to prosper from this unfortunate discovery? It would ruin me. I have a good thing going here. The Jarl benefits from my more creative arrangements as well, though it'd be impossible for her to admit that. Layla is a simple and traditional woman, which makes it easy to manipulate her, but impossible to regain her graces once offended. Look, perhaps we could come to some kind of agreement? What if I told you about a large shipment of gold and weapons? Enough to make a significant difference in the war. Well, I suppose I'm not left much choice in the matter, am I? Very well. I trust a hefty purse of septims will suffice? Oh no, I'm no fool. You'll learn what you need to know once we've come to an agreement. They're taking it by wagon to Windhelm. If you hurry, you'll catch them before they get far. It'll be a fairly slow-moving caravan. The shipment is quite heavy, and guarded by many men. Now let's pretend we never had this discussion. You're welcome in Riften, as long as you continue to obey
You're
the
trespassing
laws.
here. You'd better clear out.
Did we have an appointment? No. Excuse my disorganization, but I'm in the middle of some delicate experiments. Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
I've never seen Mjolnir this upset about
My
anything.
food is the best in all of Sky. Just what you see here. Keep your belly full, total strong.
Keep an eye out for... It's only a matter of time.
Something to report? Excellent work. I knew you'd bring back something useful. It just so happens I've got some scouts along the road. Meet up with them and together see if you can't overpower the caravan.
Quit your belly aching.
Well, well, look who it is. How have you been? Good to hear. I need this to go well. This is my first real command since they promoted me after Whiterun. You know, some nights when I close my eyes, I see the battle stretched out before me, like I'm still there. Do the men you've killed haunt you? Mine do. Really? It just so happens we've been tracking a wagon for about a day now. So that's what's in there. Coins and weapons. How do you know that? That was crafty. I'm sure having a steward in the pocket will come in handy. Lucky for us that the wagon recently had a little accident. They're stranded now, just up the road. We're outnumbered, but I have a plan. You got here just in time. First, we're going to take out their sentry. Then we'll situate ourselves overlooking the camp. Next, you'll infiltrate their position and get their attention, while we hit them with a barrage of arrows. With a bit of luck, we'll catch them completely off guard and even the odds a little. Good. There's a sentry patrolling the hill. We'll go in quiet and drop him with a combined arrow barrage. Keep low, fire on my word.
You're right. You're right.
We'll get him when he comes back around. Hold your fire.
Something wrong with that guy.
Fire!
Something wrong with that guy. The fuck? The fuck?
Keep your guard up. Those rebels been so long since Stormcloak. My sword ain't flabby. But the rebels like to forget.
Well, look who it is. How have you been? Really? So that's what's in there. Coins and... That was... Lucky we're outnumbered. You got here just in time. First, next, with a bit of luck, we'll catch them completely off guard and even... Good. There's a trolling the hill. We'll go in quiet and drop him with a combined arrow barrage. Keep low, fire on my word. glad you're here.
Move along.
Keep your guard up.
Well, well, look who it is. Good day. I need the... You know, do the men you've killed haunt you? Really? So that's what's in there. That was... Lucky we're out. You got here just in time. First, next, with a bit of luck, we'll catch them completely off guard and even... Good. There's a sentry.
Patrolling the rebels. We'll go in quiet and drop him with arrow barrage. Go fire on my word. Force! No!
Stay sharp.
We'll get him when he comes back around. Hold your fire.
This doesn't concern you, friend.
Force! Damn you!
Hawks on the end.
Hey, be careful! I'll water the ground with your blood. The water. We make quite a team, eh? I'll stay here and guard the shipment. You get back to camp with the news. Have them send some men with the new wagon. This one isn't going anywhere.
Stay sharp.
Something to report? Your objective is Fort Greenwall. Meet the soldiers preparing for the attack, then join them in wiping out the rebels. Once you prevail, we will garrison the fort. Well, soldier, are you up to the task?
His before him.
I knew I could count on you, soldier.
Taking control of the rift was a great victory. Ulfric must be rather nervous with us so close to his doorstep. You've come a long way. I don't think we could do without you. I'm hereby raising you to Tribune. Congratulations. Here, take this gift as a sign of the Empire's appreciation. And my own. You're needed in Winterhold. Report to our hidden camp there. Gods be with you.
Wait, I know you.
The General and I have our disagreements, but he's the best. Your objective is Fort Gustav. The rebels are keeping some of our men prisoner there. I aim to turn that into an advantage. I've sent men to scout out the area. You are to meet them, find a way to slip in, free our men, and take over the fort. They won't be expecting an attack from the inside. This won't be easy, but that's why I'm sending you. Think you can handle it?
Most of my family disagrees with my choice.
As long as the rebels are willing to die fighting the Empire, we must be willing to oblige them.
This Imperial armor is damn heavy.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Victory is yours. I submit.
If you're thinking of setting up to farm, you...
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and
Do you
I'll
have
send
news?
someone over.
You have? Where? Tell me now. Money, if that is what you wish. Now tell me where she is. We cannot go after her. Not without drawing attention. You must bring her to us. Lead her to the Whiterun stables, outside of the city. We will wait for you there. Farewell.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. Think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
Any news of the Alakir? What? How? I thought they weren't allowed within the city.
We drink to our
But where will I go? I can't keep running forever.
For the age of aggression is
After all this, I have to pick up and leave again? If you really think this is the only way, I trust you. Let's not waste any time. All right then.
blood and our steel, we will take back our home. Tools, wares, and weapons, all for sale at fair prices.
Yes? She sold the city out to the Aldmeri Dominion. Were it not for her betrayal, Tanith could have held its ground in the war. The other noble houses discovered her betrayal, and she fled. They want her brought back alive. The resistance against the Dominion is alive and well in Hammerfell, and they want justice. Mm-hmm.
The wares of all kinds, and all can be yours.
Where did they go? Where did they go?
You know, I saw something near Shimmer Mist Cave to the northeast. Some kind of creature, small and wicked.
I can't believe it's come to this.
We meet at last, my dear lady.
What is this? What have you done?
Oh, come now. You didn't really expect to manipulate people forever, did you? Your luck had to run out sometime. Now we'll take our friend here back to Hammerfell, where she will pay the price for her treason. Not on the way back. Once she gets there, it's not up to me to decide what's done with her. And as for you, I owe you a portion of the reward, don't I? Well, here you go. Spend it wisely, and if I may, don't allow yourself to be fooled by a pretty face. You're better than that. All right, then.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Solitude's a big port town, you know, full of sailors and their tales of faraway lands. Most of them's foreigners and liars, of course.
Wait, I know you.
True, I may look the part of dashing swordsman, but I prefer the art of wit to that of warfare.
You've been a good friend. That means something.
Keep back, citizen. I have important business I must attend to.
filthy assassin. We'll see who lies dead. What do you think? Never should have come here. No! Do your worst! I cannot best you. Getting tired now. Stop right there.
All right. Just keep your voice down. Don't let me catch you again.
Keep your guard up.
What is it?
Wait, I know you.
I don't abide fancy clothes. You look like you might. I hear Radiant Raiment has a large selection.
By Shaw, is that Azura's stuff? How did you come to possess such a rare treasure?
Ah, at last. I've been anxiously awaiting your return. Yes, I know. As does Astrid. You have done well, and have earned both your reward and a bonus, as I have mentioned. But you should know that we have a more pressing matter to deal with. It's... Cicero. There's been an incident. You should proceed into the sanctuary. I'll let Astrid explain.
Just try to relax, Vizara. Let the elixir do its work. You'll feel better shortly.
You're back. Good.
Thank you, dear.
You'll want to hear this.
You are most kind.
You're back.
Jester's cut feels as bad as
You'll
it
want to
looks,
hear
I'm
this.
afraid.
Damn it, this never should have happened. We knew better. We knew better, and still we let our guards down. Ugh!
I'll admit, even I'm having a hard time disagreeing with you.
He's dead, I know, but we've got bigger problems right now. The fool went absolutely berserk. He wounded Vizara, tried to kill me, and then he fled. I knew that lunatic couldn't be trusted.
Oh, that's true, I'm afraid. Cicero was a little whirlwind, slashing this way and that. It would have been funny if he weren't trying to murder us all.
Don't forget the ranting and raving. About the Night Mother, how she was the true leader of the Dark Brotherhood, and Astrid was just a pretender.
Look, we've got to deal with this situation. You've got to deal with... Look, we've got to deal with this... I want you to find that miserable little fool and end his life. But first, after the attack, Arnbjorn flew into a rage. Search Cicero's room. Maybe there's something in there that sheds some light on where he might have gone. Let me know the minute you find something. I've got to see to Vizara and calm everyone down.
Bested by a fool. Who's the fool now,
Hush, Vizara. You were very brave. Astrid may well be dead if not for you.
She's right. I'll be forever in your debt, dearest brother. Have you found something? Good, good. Does it say where he may be headed? The Dawnstar Sanctuary? Whatever for. Never mind, it doesn't matter. You need to leave. Now. Every moment counts, so I want you to take my horse. His name is Shadowmere. You'll find him outside by the pool. Let's just say he's one of us. Find Arnbjorn. Make sure my husband's all right. And then, send that Jester's twisted little soul to the void, in as many pieces as possible. Look, the Dark Brotherhood is a family. This sanctuary is a family. And we've always welcomed those shunned by society. Werewolves, wizards, eternal 10-year-old vampires. What does it matter? In truth, I've rarely met a lunatic I haven't liked. Cicero's problem isn't his madness. It's an adherence to an ancient, outmoded way of life. The Night Mother's ways simply are not our ways. He just couldn't accept that. And now he'll have to pay the price. No, nothing. At least, nothing I'm aware of.
What is going on with this guy's foot?
Well, if
What
I'm
is
being
going on
honest,
with this guy's foot?
I haven't exactly been discreet lately in expressing my frustration with this whole situation. Obeying the Night Mother, you being the listener, it's ridiculous. No offense. Cicero may have overheard me talking to one of the others about the Night Mother. It's possible I was not entirely respectful. But to go this far, to attempt to murder the leader of a sanctuary. Oh, it's ancient. Apparently one of the first sanctuaries in Skyrim. It hasn't been used by the Brotherhood in close to 100 years. If you say Cicero has gone there, it stands to reason that he's familiar with the place. That means you'll be fighting him on his own ground. Tread carefully. Damnable jester.
I yield! That's the last. The life of adventure and song is the life. Some may find their inspiration tucked away in tomes, or by carousing in the cities, but I find here in the vast expanses of Skyrim.
By sure, what do you want?
Mama doesn't think I'm girlish enough, but that's just stupid girl talk.
Can I help you? Your skin's as pale as... Oh, you scared of sunlight or something?
It means so much to us
Thank
to
you
have the
so
claw back where it
Some may
belongs.
call this junk. Me, I call them treasure. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
It's a fine day with you around. We don't sell any imports from Somerset Island. Do we, Luke?
No.
No, dear sister, we do not.
Alright. Do you think maybe we should?
Camilla, really? Warning you, back off! You and me, we're the only people around who aren't
to cleanse the Empire of its filth.
Till next time. Those fools are actually...
I've suffered worse during training.
Someone do something. By the gods! That really just happened! I'm getting out of here!
It's nothing. No.
Somebody help!
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you when you... Oh, forgive me, Thane. I didn't realize it was you. We'll look the other way this time. Even the Jarl's influence has its limits. Be more careful.
What are you staring at? Need something? Got any ale or mead? All right, then.
Good day, friend. Lucan's got a little bit of everything at the Riverwood Trader. If you need weapons or armor, see Alvor, the blacksmith. All right, then.
We got rooms and food. Drink. Looking to be a lot safer just to have the Jarl's wisdom. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. Until next time.
Some wine, please?
Coming right up.
can I help you?
What have you got for me today? How could I complain when I went from Saviorn's lackey to one of the wealthiest merchants in Whiterun in no time at all? Plus, the meadery's doing so well, I'm almost having trouble keeping up with the demand. I'd say things couldn't be any better. Why don't you take a look at some of my merchandise and we'll see what kind of a deal I give special rates to members of the Thieves Guild. Show me what you've got. Do me a favor. If you speak to me...
Should have figured Astrid would send you. Ugh, what gave it away? Yeah, gotta admit that little gesture's good with that butter knife. But don't worry. In there, through the door. Some old sanctuary by the looks of it. I would have followed him, but I don't know the freight. Alright, you convinced me. Doubt I'd be much good to you anyway. The little fop cut me pretty deep. But I slashed him good. Pretty sure I severed an artery. Don't know what you're gonna find in there. But you can probably just follow the blood.
What is life's greatest illusion?
Listener! Is that you? Oh, I knew you'd come! Send the best to defeat the best. Astrid knew her stupid wolf couldn't slay Cicero.
You can't kill what's already dead, mortal.
it.
Precious release.
Chilly. You'll enjoy this. Not an original part of the sanctuary per se. Let's call it a forced addition. Forced by what? Oh, come and see. All right. So Cicero attacked that Lordlet Astrid. But what's a fool to do when his mother stabbed him and fought? Surely the listener understands.
What is that?
What's
It's a troll.
Cicero admits. Be bygones. What do you say? If it's any comfort,
You can't kill what's already dead.
fucking shit No. And now we come to the end of our play. A grand finale. You caught me. I surrender. Oh, I like that. Very good, very good. Creative. But killing me would be a mistake. Oh, yes. You would displease our mother. Hmm? For she's your mother too, isn't she? Listener. Walk away. Let poor Cicero live. Tell the pretender Astrid that you did the job. Stabbed, strangled, drowned poor Cicero. What little itty bitty lie. Do what you will. Cicero has no fight left. In the end, Sithis will judge us both.
Arnbjorn is safe, and for that you have my thanks. Excellent. Once again, you've proven yourself a born assassin. Tell you what, why don't you hold on to Shadowmere a while longer? He's a fine steed, and hasn't been ridden nearly as much as he should lately. And now that this Cicero mess has been mopped up, we can get back to the matter at hand, There's just one more target before we strike out at the Emperor. Have you by chance heard of the Gourmet? Read his cookbook? It's become quite a phenomenon. The Gourmet is scheduled to cook for the Emperor at a special dinner. You'll kill him, steal his writ of passage, and assume the role of Master Chef. Festus has been spearheading this part of the assassination plan. He's close to uncovering the identity of the Gourmet. You should report to him. Kill well, and often.
The Shadow Scales are all but forgotten. An ancient tradition. From another time. Stay...
A hawker, some twine, 3 wood elves, and a hatchet. Points for creativity, if nothing else.
There you are. Took your sweet time dealing with Cicero, eh? Now let's get down to business. Astrid told you about the Gourmet, I hope. Quite so. But first, you'll need to learn who he is. Assuming, of course, that the Gourmet actually is a he. Could be a woman, for all we know. You know, maybe I was wrong about you after all. Anyone who's smart enough to shut up and listen can't be all bad. In my, investigations, I came upon this. It's a copy of the Gourmet's cookbook, but not just any copy. It's signed, you see. Seems to be a message from the Gourmet to one Anton Varan. I've tracked Varan to the keep in Markarth. It would seem he's the cook. I believe so. Therefore, you are to obtain that information from Varan. Who the Gourmet really is and where he can be found. Oh, and when you're done with Varan, kill him. Loose ends and all that. Next, you'll have to... Are you still paying attention? As I was saying, you'll need to kill the Gourmet, of course. But, oh, and if you can, hide his body. The longer it takes for anyone else to determine his real identity, the better. Now off with you. Remember, the Markarth Keep. That's where you'll find Anton Varan.